The film begins with a voice narrating the tale of the trolls, creatures who once lived in this world alongside humans thousands of years ago. These trolls, despite their immense size, were not monsters, but innocent beings. Their large bodies were made of stone, and their hearts were made of soil and trees. These creatures seemed to be a part of nature itself, harming no one. The only thing they avoided was sunlight, as the sun would turn the living trolls into stone. They lived happily and peacefully alongside humans. However, everything began to change. Christianity started to spread in the world, and Christian people believed that this world was solely for humans and that trolls had no right to exist in it. They began killing these innocent trolls and inflicting great cruelty upon them. They would forcibly drag the trolls out into the sunlight so that the trolls would turn to stone. The Christians' holy water and holy bells caused the trolls immense pain and weakened them, and the Christians took advantage of these things. We learn that Nora, the main character of this story, was always told these tales by her father. He would often express his sorrow that humans failed to help the poor trolls during that time. At this point, Nora promises her dad that if there were any good trolls still left in the world, she would always help them. The scene cuts, and we are finally shown the grown-up Nora. We learn that her father has passed away, and grieving his loss, she lives isolated in a forest, still conducting research on trolls. She had encountered trolls some years ago. All the confusion she had about trolls was gone, and she could now research them better than before. One day, a man suddenly breaks into her house. Nora is not scared and attacks him from behind, only to find out it was Chad, the president's personal secretary, who had previously helped Nora a lot in fighting trolls. He is still working for the government, but is also looking for new ways to save the trolls, as he too learned through Nora's dad that trolls are not evil and are not monsters. This time, Chad had come to tell Nora a big secret, and for this, he takes her from here to a secret lab. In the lab, they meet Professor Larry. Professor Larry was also researching trolls, just like Nora. And here, Nora finds something she never expected. The same troll that emerged from the mountains during the time of the Nazis was now inside Professor Larry's lab. They had named this troll Jerry, and the scientists informed Nora that he had been sleeping for the past 100 years. Nora also learns here that the scientists have been cutting off many parts of this troll for their research. And hearing this, Nora is filled with anger. She feels deeply sorry for the troll. She takes a lift up to the troll's ear and quietly recites a poem into it. Nora's love and emotions instantly compel the troll to open its eyes, and the troll named Jerry wakes up again after 100 years. Seeing himself bound, he goes mad. In his rage, he begins to destroy the entire lab. He even throws Nora's lift far away, but the lift's wires save Nora's life. It is shown that the troll has now freed himself, broken out of the lab, and started wreaking havoc everywhere. He doesn't notice the cars, people, or homes under his feet. He crushes everything in his path and moves forward. In one place, we are shown a house where children are partying. The troll breaks the roof of that house and starts pulling out and eating those children. This troll was not good like the trolls of the past. Nora and her companions soon learn about this, and they decide to stop the troll. Nora's entire team has a meeting with the president. The president wanted the troll to be killed. However, Nora and Chad did not want the troll to die. They agree to the mission, but Nora and Chad secretly plan to save the troll at all costs. During all this, we are introduced to a captain named Chris, who was going to be with them throughout the mission. Chris and his team prepare large helicopters equipped with UV lights. Their goal is to turn the troll into stone during the night. That night, when the troll, Jerry, was still eating people, Chris and his companions approached the troll in their helicopters to kill it. They tried to weaken the troll using the UV lights, but they failed to turn the troll into stone. The troll became extremely angry from their attack and uprooted an electricity tower from the ground and threw it at the people there. In all this, Chris's friend's helicopter was also destroyed, and Chris's friend was killed. Seeing his friend's death, Chris becomes very angry. He burns with a desire for revenge and decides to kill the troll. But Nora, sitting behind him, explains that it is humans who have turned these trolls into monsters. Everyone asks Nora what they should do since the troll is causing so much destruction. Nora says, "I have an idea." Saying this, she takes everyone inside a large cave. And here, we learn that there was another troll in the world besides Jerry. This troll was very good and had been seen by Nora many years ago. Nora had visited this troll many times, and thus the troll became a good friend of hers. Now, Nora wanted to take the help of this good troll to stop Jerry. Nora reveals a huge truth to them here. Humans had killed all the trolls in these very mountains and caves, and only this one small baby troll had survived, who had now grown so big over hundreds of years years. Anyway, Nora had named this troll Kudrat, nature. Here, Chad and Nora lovingly recite a poem to the troll and then ask for its help to stop Jerry. Kudrat agrees to Nora's request and goes to meet Jerry. But Jerry's hatred was so deep that he was unwilling to listen to anyone. Jerry stomps his foot hard, causing the ice beneath Kudrat's feet to break, and Kudrat sinks into the water. Seeing this, Nora is devastated, believing that Kudrat has drowned and died. We see that the original troll, Jerry, starts walking from here. Nora learns that he is heading towards Trondheim, where Saint Olav lived. Nora, Chad, and their entire team also start moving towards Trondheim. Everyone knew that the tomb of Saint Olav was inside this church, but no one had found the grave before. But here, Nora and Chad use their intelligence to spot 3 markings inside Olav's painting. These markings were actually the keys to opening this door. They insert 3 rods into those markings and completely rotate the wall, finally finding Olav's corpse inside, along with his silver sword. Here they find an incomplete letter from Olav's clothes. The other half of the letter was in the lab where the scientists had kept Jerry the troll. They take pictures of both halves and combine them, after which they discover a huge truth. It was always believed that Saint Olav had ordered the killing of the trolls. But this was not true. He had not ordered the trolls to be killed at all. He only wanted to shift them to the other side of the world so that humans would not disturb trolls, and trolls would not disturb humans. But the church did not obey his order, and according to the church's command, all trolls were killed. And then the church blamed Olav for everything. To hide all this, they ultimately killed Olav himself and made his grave so hidden. Nora also understood that Jerry was heading towards Trondheim to take revenge for all his fellow trolls. From Nora's dad's research to stop this troll, they learned that the troll can only be weakened by holy water. It is revealed that there was a large lake of holy water beneath this very church. Nora and her team now prepare many weapons, or holy water weapons, with the help of the people and the military. And as Jerry enters the city at night, they first weaken him by ringing the church bell repeatedly. After that, they throw many holy water weapons at him. But this does no harm to the troll. It only makes him angrier, and he starts causing even more destruction around him. Just before the situation gets out of hand here, Kudrat, who had sunk into the water, suddenly returns. Nora is the happiest person to see him. Kudrat wanted to stop Jerry. Therefore, a fight breaks out between the 2 trolls right in the middle of the city. Nora's companions explain that to kill the troll completely, the holy water must reach his heart, not just his body. And doing this was not easy at all. And to do this, they only had 1 water bomb left now. The troll was moving all the time, so hitting his mouth was impossible. At this time, Chad decides to sacrifice himself. He decides that he will jump into the troll's mouth while carrying this holy water bomb. Not everyone was happy with his decision, but this was the only way left to save all the humans. Chad, Chris, and the water bomb reach near Jerry's mouth in the helicopter. They try to drop the water bomb into Jerry's mouth. Their first attempt fails. After this, Chad calls his wife to say his last goodbye to her, and he also tells her to tell his baby that Daddy loved them very much. Saying this, he takes the water bomb and jumps straight out of the helicopter into Jerry's mouth. The bomb explodes. A light appears towards Jerry's heart, and Jerry's body starts disintegrating from the inside. During this, Kudrat puts his hand behind Jerry's body, pulls out his heart, and throws it away. In this way, Jerry dies, and finally, these people win. But despite everything, Nora and her entire team were very sad about Chad's death. But now, humanity was saved. The movie's post-credits scene shows us a scene from a few months later. We see that Chad's wife gave birth to Chad's son. The entire team comes to Nora's house for a vacation, and on that day, they feel the house shaking violently. Nora comes outside and sees that Kudrat is approaching her house. It is revealed that all humans had realized the truth about Kudrat, that he is not the enemy of humans. He even helps humans. Therefore, he no longer lived in hiding in the world of humans, but lived openly in peace. In simple words, the friendship between trolls and humans was reestablished. How long this friendship will last is unknown, because we see that a professor has still kept a small troll locked up in his secret lab, which is slowly growing bigger, and there is no idea at this time what they will do with it. And the movie ends here, showing that small troll